manner. And when you're really feeling aligned with that, to then imbue the lines with the programs of the circles. And you may see the lines as a blue color, the color of the lines, and that the pink or the iridescent is coding or intermingling with the blue coloring. This is moving more strongly, influencing more strongly on the feminine energy that is teaching the masculine to trust her. She needs to be more active participant. For most people, their history, their consciousness has been dominated by an imbalanced masculine energy. So this is one approach, is to imbue the programmed information that you've placed in the circles in a loving, iridescent manner, and seeing that moving into the lines and crossing between the different sides of the cube. Another exercise for you is to work with the lines. Hold on a minute. The masculine, and to, again, just as the programming of the feminine, go into the masculine traits. If there's over control, if there is anxiety about the future, if there are self-esteem issues, not enough issues, which is very ubiquitous with most humans on planet now too, we want you to take that into the other frequency set. So the not enough becomes I am more than enough. The anxiety becomes grounded wellness in all manner. The control flips into self-empowerment through self-mastery and working with your own frequency. So this is programming for the lines. And you can send that through the lines in the cube. And Mantis is saying you can even see some nodes on those lines where you're imprinting through your intention. Our consciousness is creator. Imprint into those lines. You can imagine kind of nodes or like mini circles, right? Nodes running through some of those lines, and you're imprinting those nodes with the higher frequency of the fear-based patterns. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Okay. So you do this for a while. Then, when you have practiced this for a time, we want you to see torsion energy emanating from the cube. They suggest beginning with the lines and seeing that as vortex of energy that is also going out into the field. Only when you're in a state of complete relaxation, higher consciousness, and empowerment do you program the nodes. And as you're programming the nodes and you're reaching this state consistently, then start to work with the toroidal spin. And look that up too. Look at the toroidal spin, because how that works is you see energy coming in through the human, going up and then going out in the spin, okay? So what you're working with first is the incoming toroidal energy. Is this making sense?
About it this week.
What's that?
I just read about the toroidal spin this week.
What a coincidence. Okay. So you're working with the toroidal spin, which you have has just flown into your consciousness. What you're doing with the masculine and feminine first is working with the incoming toroidal. You see, this can also come up through the Earth's consciousness where everything is stored. And that is where the programming can go out into the cube. When you have worked with us and feel really good and consistent with it, then what you can do with this cube is see the toroidal spin coming up and out, right? And so it's spinning out into the field. You can see it as toroidal with the lines in the cube. We would suggest starting with the toroidal with the circles, though. So the toroidal is operating within the circle. Once you have really stabilized the incoming spin, that's really important. The incoming spin is your conscious state, okay? When you've been working with that for a while and it becomes kind of second nature for you to program the cube, then you can start working with the toroidal spin on the outflow. What that does is it enhances your hologram and what is going out to your own field as information, but it needs to be stabilized within. Yeah.
Yes.
And this is a mechanism for creating more in the field. The added benefit is it's going out into the collective morphic field. Okay. But we never want to do that, feed the morphic field, until we have stabilized it and mastered it within self first. And they're saying this can be an ongoing process for you. Programming the toroidal coming in is going to feel good in your body too. It will feel like an uplifting of energy. And when you feel that uplifting coming up from Mother Earth and all of her consciousness and the ley lines and the vortices and all of that that is operating, it's a very powerful time this weekend to work with that. We've got a lot of incoming solar energy, plasma fields, but working with the incoming toroidal and stabilizing that, and then you can move into the toroidal that it looks like this toroidal spin, right? The toroidal spin here is coming up through the body, the chakra system. Then it's spinning out from the crown chakra. That's part of the manifestation process. The thing is people will often try to manifest just with their left brain, and it ain't going to get here. Because the left brain has limitations and conditions, such as I need it to be this way on this timeline in a certain, and that's where you're learning trust, the self-mastery of trust, and just trusting that the spin is going out because you have created that frequency within you, okay?